This is one of my top picks of the upcoming cars for this year. This is the Fisker Ocean. Will be released soon. It has a range of up to 630 kilometers. It's a sustainable mid-size SUV with sharp looks, nice details, lit up logo. And the performance version, the quickest version of this car, actually does 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds. One of the best looking cars in the segment, I think. This car actually has 566 liters of boot space. It's fairly big for the segment. So you can split the back seat in 3 parts, 40, 20, 40. And that actually gives you a lot of opportunities to load long things in the middle. It's almost like a ski hatch, or you can use it as a ski hatch. Yes, we have a storage compartment underneath for storing cables, etc. So it's not only a good-looking SUV, it's also a practical car where you can travel with your family, long-range travels, with enough space in the car. And in line with all the sustainability thinking and design, this version has solar panels on the roof to be able to charge the battery when stationary. It's a great alternative for sunny locations. It will give you the extra amount of range. I will very soon have an interview with Henrik Fisker, the founder and CEO of Fisker. I have a couple of questions here to Henrik Fisker, the founder and CEO of Fisker Inc. And behind us we have the Fisker Ocean, new released or the upcoming car, a great looking small SUV with sustainability in mind. And when talking about sustainability, what's your favorite aspect or the aspect you're most proud of when it comes to sustainability for this car?
Well, what I'm most proud of is that we actually have about 50 kilos of recycled and biodegradable materials in this vehicle, which makes it the world's most sustainable vehicle. It's also made in a CO2 neutral factory, but we also made a few areas where you could see the recycled material. So for example, here in the wheels we got recycled carbon fiber that you can see here.
Obvious. Good.
In the interior, most of the materials in there are recycled materials or biodegradable materials, and it's quite a luxurious interior, but it's vegan, so we don't use any leather from any cows or anything like that. So I think that generally we achieved our goal on sustainability by creating the world's most sustainable car.
That's great. What is your 2 favorite design elements or features of this car? Because I have been around looking at it, and I mean, this is one of my favorite cars for this year. I mean, the size, the sustainability, the technology in the car, and finally the great design. It's a great looking car.
So my favorite features is a sculpture around the wheels, which kind of is a little bit more of a sports car character than usually the SUVs are very slap-sided. So I really want to get a lot of sculpture into this vehicle to give it this sort of strong stance on the road. We also have 22-inch wheels that really accentuate this sort of strong stance of the vehicle. And by the way, that's also very good for drivability. So it's super stable, even on high speed in corners, because it's got this wide track. The other favorite of mine is the rear with very, very thin tail lamps. It's probably the thinnest tail lamps in the world, and they are of course fully legal. So let me see here, we'll just close it. So we have here, you can see how super thin these tail lamps are. That was very difficult to make together with our supplier to make sure we fulfilled all the legal requirements and also how to manufacture them. So I think these are really cool as well. I'm very proud of those.
Looks really good. And this light here, it lights up all the time when you drive it, or?
Well, so legally in Sweden, you're not allowed to have these on while you're driving. Okay. So what we have to do with software is the Swedish cars, this light will turn off when you put it in drive. But when you put the car, like when you walk up to the car at night and you put the car on, or it opens, there's a special sequence that sort of is a welcome sequence, and these lights will turn on as well. In the US, you're allowed to drive the front on.
Okay, but not in the back.
But not in the back, so because any light in the back has to be red.
Yeah, so if you had made it red, that...
Yeah, that would have worked, but this is our logo color.
You can change the color.
Change that.
That's of course true. I have a last question for you. What is your main goal with the company in the long run? Where do you see Fisker in the future? It's a big question, I know, but
Yeah, no, I think my goal is to really produce a range of the most sustainable vehicles, and I want to build a brand that's based upon sustainability and great design, of course. You've got to have a good-looking product as well, and I'm personally involved in designing the cars, but I think sustainability is really, really important for all of us because we got to find a way to clean up the world.
Yeah, correct.
And we have to do something about it. And I think even it goes beyond making an electric car, and that's why we are so much into not only putting recycled materials in the vehicle, but also we work with our suppliers to make the parts in a more sustainable fashion. So we have very strict guidelines for our suppliers. So my goal is, of course, to come out with more vehicles, but we are also going to make a luxury car, but I really think we need better, affordable electric cars because ultimately we all need to get everybody into an electric car. And for that to happen, we need to have more affordable cars. So our next vehicle will be even more affordable, smaller than the Ocean. It'll start under 30,000 euro.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that car as well, and we hope that will go really high volume.
Because the price on this car, I'm really amazed because it's a affordable car. I mean, for what you get, I think it's one of the best priced cars in the segment.
Yeah, I mean, we were able to do that because we took out a lot of cost between the car leaving the factory to the customer gets it. So we don't build a ton of dealerships. We will have
middle hands and
no middlemen, all that. And so basically, we're a digital car company. You have to order the car online. We will then deliver it from a delivery center. We will have one here in Stockholm. We will also service from this delivery center. We'll have maybe one lounge in Stockholm where you can go and see the vehicles, and you can book test drives there. Yeah. And then what we have is we did a collaboration, a service deal with a big group called Mekonomen. So if you need service on the car, we will actually come and pick up the car and bring it to either our facility or Mekonomen. You will not know where, but it'll get serviced. We have a very long warranty. We also have no service intervals, so it's a very low cost of ownership for this car because, when it's under warranty, everything is paid for. And if we don't call you in for service intervals, there's nothing you have to do. And we have predictive service on this car, meaning it's fully connected. So we can see when the car needs service, and we'll send you a note saying, hey, can we come and pick up the car? What's a good time? We'll come and pick it up, we'll do the service and give it back to you.
That's very convenient.
Yeah, very convenient.
And a great idea to partner up with Mekonomen, because that's, for you that don't know, Mekonomen is a very known and big company in Sweden that services cars. So
yeah,
you will be available everywhere, actually.
Yeah, that means on the get-go we have tons of service centers, and that was really the idea, because one of the most difficult things for a startup is to get a lot of service centers right away because you're not selling enough cars to be able to pay for all these service centers. So that's kind of our strategy. Yeah.
Sounds really good and clever. I think that's all.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me some time.
Absolutely.
And nice to meet you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm back in my car after the interview with Henrik Fisker. What a great guy. Easy to talk with, fun. He has a long history in the car industry. For you guys that doesn't know who he is and what he has done earlier, before Fisker, he actually started out in 1989 in the car industry. He's Danish, from Denmark, so that's a fun fact for us Scandinavian people at least. He has been working for companies like BMW, Aston Martin, and of course also Fisker, as he does now. And he has designed a lot of iconic cars. For instance, the BMW Z8, a really cool looking, slippery BMW sports car. He has also designed the Aston Martin, the iconic Aston Martin DB9, a beautiful car that design-wise holds up even today after such a long time. The Fisker Karma is another example of what he have designed. A sports car, a pioneer during that time, a hybrid car. I'm really exhausted. I have been at this Stockholm eCarExpo. I have been spending like 9.5 hours from morning to evening. A great day though. I'm actually releasing another video in a couple of days where I'm trying to summarize Stockholm eCarExpo. I'm going through the most important cars, at least what I think, and the brands. So stay tuned for that one. I just wanted to remind you, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And don't forget to stay electric. Thank you for watching. Speak to you soon.